So this one's with MP Drafting, and we did prelim framing analysis with them on this project, which is already a huge benefit. And on this one, they also had 2-byte do some prelim analysis as well. And luckily, there were no corners on this one, so we lined up very well with where 2-byte needed reinforcing. We also needed reinforcing, but 2-byte had these steel shapes called out, which aren't very common. I looked up like Norfolk Steel's product line, and they weren't in there. So I did not think they'd be able to get these steel, or if they did, it would be more expensive. So what I did was I came up with multiple options for them. So I gave them that one that's 2-bladed called out would work, but also this steel tube or this steel channel. And both of which were lighter than the original steel tube 2-blade had called out. So it was also less steel for them.
So can you share how you did that and reduced the amount of engineering time so that you remained in budget?
Yeah, I just took the weakest strong axis value from the steel, which ended up being that steel tube, and combining it with the weakest steel strength, which was the steel channel. So in like the recent model, I had the steel tube in there, but then for the analysis, I used the steel channel's strength. So it ended up being the most conservative it could be, allowing both to work with only one check.
It's a really good idea.
I do want to comment on the previous thing that you did, that was that's part of an exceptional knowledge of what's available in the industry in terms of steel. And so that brought about, some additional savings to the client.
And also, since it was with MP Drafting, they didn't actually know what steel they wanted.
Yeah.
So that was another thing, because I asked originally, what steel would you want me to use instead of this if we can get something to work? And they didn't know. I gave them a few options to help them.
And that's also good, because before you said it, I was going to bring it up about time savings, because I know that people may ask, and well, you're running all these, isn't that taking a lot of time? That's a good way to basically kill 2 birds or more with one stone. And that's what we kind of need to apply, not only to steel, there are other things.
Yeah, and it would
efficiency.
Yeah, and it wouldn't have worked quite the same if it was like a corner, because the weak axis into effect there. I only had to deal with the strong axis. But
just make that clear in the calcs. If anybody's going to use that method, make it clear in the calcs for whoever's reviewing it, because it will get confusing.